All right, everyone. This video, we're going to get the ledger and stringers done. And it's tricky. It's a tricky situation, obviously, because it's second floor. That makes everything tricky. I have my line up. I have my line level. This is level. I have a mark on the wall exactly where it needs to be, meaning the bottom of the ledger and the center of the ledger. I have both those things. I checked that this is square, this line, meaning I put a square on the wall, and this line is pulled from the center of this beam. These beams are, these 2x12s are all not the same length. I'm going to pull it just from this one, the center of this one. So this line is square to the house. Now, I also measured from the center, where I found the center, because the square of the house, from the center of the beam to here, that's the center of the ledger. I measured from that center to the cutout over here, and I measured to the cutout over here. Now we have some tricky math to do, because we have to center the ledger on here, but this opening is not big enough. So what do we have to cut off? First of all, we have the house. Just do a pencil first before we have the opening in the siding. This is not the scale. We have the doors, right? These are doors. This is the opening. This is siding. This is siding, right? Siding, siding. This is all siding. Now I'm going to give you a top down of the beam. This is the beam. The footings are underneath. Make sense? This needs to become 8'1". So we need to cut off 2 5/8 of siding. Quickly, I notched that out. I left this little piece right there so that when I bring the ledger up, I'll have something to rest on it. And then afterwards, when I fill this spot in, I'll notch that out just so it's even. But we're ready to roll. We just need to put the tape on. So this is ledger tape. This is pretty cheap, I have to say, but the size is, just be careful. Just be careful on this size. I can make this work, but it's close for sure. This is 12 by 25, a 16-foot wide deck. It leaves 9 feet. Actually, it doesn't leave 9 feet. It leaves, 8 and some change, maybe 8'6". I'll take that 8'6" and cut it in half. So I'll have 6 inches and 6 inches. And then I'll be able to do another layer on top. But I'll link this in the description. Amazon, like $50. Ledger tape is up now. Honestly, I mean, it's good practice to put this up there, but I mean, look, if you look right below it, there's no waterproofing. So in reality, and that's board and batten, so that's wood. And this is the same thing. This is going to be wood on plywood, just like this is wood on plywood. And it hasn't rotted out in, 35 years because of this overhang. But again, this is good practice. You should put this on here. I put it on, and I just made it, honestly. This 12 by 25 just made it. Put a couple staples in to make sure it stayed up there. That's not going to matter, clearly. And we are in good shape. We're ready to put this ledger up. Actually, we are ready for 3 sandwiches and a hot dog. And then we'll come out here and put the big ladder right here to the left of the center and raise the ledger. I'm on the light. Oh, how am I going to get it over that way? This is tough. This is tough. How do I get it over this light? I gotta get it over this light and onto that ladder. Jesus. Man. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take it. It looks good. Let's get this screw out of this spot. Ledger is up, and we're gonna bolt it in. We're gonna use these spacks. You can use these now. It's really awesome. 5/16. That's what you need to use. 5/16 spacks. And deck, I mean, it even says it right on it. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll give you a picture if it's out of focus. It's deck ledger attachment. This is it right here. These are 4-inch. So 1.5 inch ledger plus 1.5 inch rim joist. You got 3 inches, and then you got the plywood in between. So even if that was 3/4, you're still in by 1/4. That means that the threads will probably all be in. I think basically it'll just be threads in the rim joist, which is what you want. That's it. These things are great. And the way these things go in, the spacks, I'm gonna put you right here. Hopefully you don't fall. I got them all marked out, and I'll show you this thing. This is an M18 Milwaukee. It's freaking incredible how this thing goes in. I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, it started. Now watch this. Watch this. This is left-handed. You believe that? This is a 5/16. 5/16 by 4. I'm just about to finish this off. Now, technically speaking, if I'm doing 12 inches on center, which I am, the next one would be right here. I'm going to leave that off for now, and I'm just going to put the end one on because I need to put a 4x4 railing post here and like in the middle and then at the end. So what I'll do is I'll wait till I put those posts on, and then I'll put the joist that should go in here sandwiched right up against it. Makes total sense to do it that way. All right, now that we got these clips in, all the clips are in, we need to build like a shelf here on the edge so that when we put the rim joist up, this is called a rim joist too, by the way, on the edge of the deck. The one on the house is a rim joist, and this is a rim joist. We need something for it to sit on. That's what we need. Okay. All right, so that's good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Flipped off that rock. See how I get this up now. All right. All right, very quickly, we're good here. We're pretty tight on, I would say, all but maybe 3 of these. There's one over here that's not so tight. There's one like right there. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm using this gimbal. And there's one over here that's not so great, but I can pull that in. I'm not too worried about it. And these blocks are all right. Unfortunately, they got crooked over there somehow. I might have to change that. But these old ones, and this one where my foot is that I took out, all these have to be taken out, and I got to put new ones in. It was stupid of me to use old wood. That was dumb. So yeah, so I'm gonna knock those out, put new ones in, which is easy because the clips are in, so that all the spaces are exactly the same, and that's it. So next video, sorry about the wind. The next video we'll see is I'm going to be putting in railing posts and then the decking. We have to do a picture frame around it. Yeah, so that should be a good one because then we'll finally be able to walk on this thing. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get the decking up here. Oh man, I just thought of that. What am I going to do? How am I going to get the decking up here? Maybe I guess I could lean them up. They're 16 footers and the deck is 13 feet up. So if I lean them up, I guess I could just bend over and grab them one by one and throw them up here. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. All right, let me get out of here. We're getting up there. We're getting close to being able to see the view. Now I'm just sitting down on the deck. All right, everyone. See ya.